I'm going to show you how to make this Fruit Loops milkshake.
Fill a blender with 2 cups of Fruit Loop cereal. Add some milk, some vanilla extract, and some ice cream. Put your top on and blend it until it's all mixed up. You can add some ice if you want it a little thicker. Just fill a glass. Add some whipped cream. And some more crushed Fruit Loop cereal.
Good.
Hey, we're making delicious homemade Kool-Aid slushies. Start by putting 1.5 cups of cold water into a blender. Add 1 cup of sugar. Add 1 package of Kool-Aid, I'm using cherry. Add 3 to 4 cups of ice cubes.
It should look like this.
Now blend it up.
Oh, yes.
Fill your glasses. Now it's time for the taste test. Let's give it a shot. So good. You may have to stir it sometimes, but it's even better with a tiny spoon. Today we're making a delicious, in honor of this year's graduation, today we're making strawberry fruit roll-ups. Start by rinsing some fresh strawberries. Now cut off the stems. Now just add your cut strawberries to a blender. And we just want to puree this.
All right.
Add our puree to a pot. Now bring it to the stove, heat it up for 8 to 10 minutes.
Put it on medium-high heat.
Add in 2 tablespoons of sugar and 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. Okay, we can turn over heat now.
Nice and thick.
Now pour it on our silicone mat.
Spread it out nice and thin.
Before I put it in the oven, I have to give it a little taste with my tiny spoon. Be careful, it's hot. Put it in the oven, 3 to 4 hours at 175 degrees Fahrenheit. After 3 hours, pull it out of the oven. Make sure it's not tacky in the middle.
Should peel apart just like leather.
Wax paper over top, flip it. Peel out from the corner, holding the fruit to the wax paper. And roll it up. Today we're making these TikTok logo cake pops. Start with any cake recipe. When your cake's done cooking, let it cool completely. Now just crumble the cake. Fill a large bowl with about half of your crumbled cake. Add 1 8-ounce package of softened cream cheese. And I like to use my hands to mix this up. Now the rest of your cake. Just take a good handful and pack it into a nice round shape. Take this and just put it on a baking sheet with some parchment paper. Now take a cake pop stick and a little bit of melted chocolate, dip it in,
And stick it through the cake pops about halfway.
put these in the refrigerator for about a half hour to get firm. When your cake pops come out of the refrigerator, dip them in some gray candy melts, tap off the excess, and put it in styrofoam until it cools. When the chocolate on your cake pops have dried up, now we're going to use some darker chocolate to draw on the logo. And just fill a sandwich bag with your melted chocolate using a tiny spoon.
Now draw on your logo.
And now for the taste test. It's good. Today we're making these TikTok logo. Today we're making delicious deep fried Kool-Aid. Add 1.5 cups of flour to a large bowl. Half a cup of sugar, 2 tiny spoons of baking powder, a dash of salt, 1 package of Kool-Aid of your choice. I'm using cherry.
And whisk.
In a medium bowl, add 1 large egg. Beat it. Half a cup of milk, 2 tablespoons of melted butter, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract.
And mix up.
Mix with a wooden spoon, easier than a whisk.
Your dough should be a Play-Doh-like consistency, a little stickier though. Use an ice cream scoop to scoop out. And place it in your hot grease at 360 degrees Fahrenheit. After 2 minutes, pull them out and drain.
I wonder what the Kool-Aid Man would say about this recipe. Oh yeah. They were making homemade cotton candy flavored ice cream. In a large bowl, add 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. Whisk until it forms stiff peaks. And by now, you know how we test this. Nothing comes out. It's good. Fold in 1 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk.
Add 2 tablespoons of sugar and half a teaspoon of cotton candy flavoring. Fold in.
Now divide it into 2 different bowls.
Add blue food coloring to one. And fold. And pink to this one.
Now fill a freezer safe dish, a little bit at a time, different colors. A little bit of blue, and keep alternating. Tap it down, cover with plastic wrap, freeze 4 to 6 hours. When your ice cream's frozen, pull it out of the freezer.
Scoop it out.
Now for the taste test. With what else? Our tiny spoon. Make your very own giant gummy bear. Start by adding 18 ounces of flavored gelatin to a large pan. Now add 3 ounces of unflavored gelatin. That's 12 of these little packets. Mix it together just a little. Add 2 cups of cold water. And let the gelatin bloom for 5 minutes.
After 5 minutes, your gelatin should have bloomed.
Now bring it over to the stove and heat it up.
Heat it up until the gelatin dissolves into a liquid. When the gelatin has completely liquefied, turn off your heat and bring it back to our workstation.
Now prepare our giant gummy mold, put it on a flat surface like a tray, and spray it with some cooking spray. Now pour in our heated gelatin. Place this in the refrigerator to firm up. So after 5 hours, I pulled it out of the refrigerator. Now let's take it out of the mold.
Make sure it separates like this.
Now this is a giant gummy bear. Now for the taste test, I think I'll eat one of the gummy tiny spoon. Make these easy and delicious rainbow pancakes. Start by making our batter. 2 cups of flour, 4 tablespoons of sugar, 4 tablespoons of baking powder, whisk, 4 tablespoons of vegetable oil, 2 cups of milk, and 2 large beaten eggs. Divide into 6 different bowls. Color 6 different colors.
Now mix.
Put your color batter into a squeeze bottle using a funnel. Now that we have all of our colors of rainbow, let's make some pancakes.
When your pan gets hot enough, spray it with some cooking oil. Make a rainbow. I'm going to start from the inside and work our way out. Flip.
Serve them up with a little bit of butter and a little bit of syrup. And the taste test with what else? Our tiny